Welcome to TechGen, where we explore the latest technology, innovative gadgets, and smart buying guides to help you make informed tech decisions. Is the RasTech Raspberry Pi 5 8GB kit one of the best complete Raspberry Pi 5 starter kits for makers, students, developers, and home server enthusiasts? What can you actually do with 8GB of RAM, a 64GB card, active cooler, 27W GaN USB-C power supply, dual 4K micro-HDMI output, and the included case and accessories, and is this bundle worth considering? I've added a link below where you can check the latest price, current offers, and availability. At the center of the kit is the Raspberry Pi 5 with 8GB of RAM, giving this tiny computer considerably more memory than entry-level configurations. That makes the 8GB version particularly interesting for multitasking, development environments, server applications, virtualized workloads, desktop computing, and projects that benefit from keeping more applications active simultaneously. The Raspberry Pi 5 is powered by a 64-bit quad-core Arm Cortex-A76 processor running at up to 2.4 GHz, providing a major performance platform for a computer this small. In everyday use, that means the Pi 5 can go far beyond simple electronics projects. You can use it as a compact Linux desktop, programming machine, media center, home server, network tool, retro gaming platform, smart home controller, or development board. The kit also includes a 64GB storage card, giving you a ready-made starting point for installing the operating system, applications, project files, and other everyday data. Having the card included is especially convenient for beginners because you don't have to separately source storage before getting started. The active cooler is another important part of this package. Raspberry Pi 5 can generate considerably more performance and heat than older Raspberry Pi generations, so active cooling helps maintain appropriate operating temperatures during sustained workloads. Instead of relying entirely on passive heat dissipation, the included cooling solution actively moves heat away from the processor. That can be particularly useful when you're compiling software, running servers, processing media, or using the Pi for extended periods. The kit also includes a 27W GaN USB-C power supply rated at 5.1V and 5A, providing the power capability expected by Raspberry Pi 5 for demanding workloads and connected peripherals. Gallium nitride power technology allows the adapter to remain compact while providing substantial power output. For a complete kit, having the appropriate power supply included is a major convenience because power requirements are an important consideration when configuring a Raspberry Pi 5. If you're enjoying this review so far, consider giving the video a quick like. It really helps support the channel. Another major capability is the Pi 5's dual micro-HDMI display output, and this bundle includes two micro-HDMI cables to take advantage of it. With compatible displays, Raspberry Pi 5 can drive two 4K displays, making the system surprisingly capable as a compact productivity computer. Imagine using one screen for your code editor and another for documentation, a terminal, monitoring tools, or a browser. For developers, that can create a much more comfortable workspace than using a single small display. For digital signage and control systems, multiple displays can also be useful for showing different information simultaneously. The dual display capability is one of the features that helps separate Raspberry Pi 5 from the image of Raspberry Pi as simply an educational board. It can function as a genuine compact desktop computer. The included Pi 5 case provides another important convenience. Rather than having the bare circuit board exposed, the case gives the system a more practical form for everyday use. This is especially useful for a home server or desktop setup where the Raspberry Pi may remain powered on for long periods. The combination of board, cooling, power supply, case, storage, card reader, and display cables makes this bundle much closer to a ready-to-use computer than a standalone development board. For beginners, that means fewer separate purchases and less time spent figuring out which accessories are compatible. For makers, the Raspberry Pi 5 provides the GPIO ecosystem that has made Raspberry Pi popular for electronics projects. You can connect sensors, LEDs, displays, motors, buttons, cameras, and other hardware and control them through software. For developers, the 8GB configuration provides plenty of memory for programming tools, web applications, containers, databases, and Linux-based development environments. For home server users, the Pi 5 can become a lightweight server for services such as file sharing, home automation, network monitoring, media applications, or self-hosted software. Compared with older Raspberry Pi models, the Raspberry Pi 5's Cortex-A76 processor provides a much stronger foundation for demanding applications. Compared with a traditional desktop PC, the Pi 5 is dramatically smaller and designed around low-power computing. And compared with buying the board alone, this RasTech bundle adds many of the accessories needed to get started immediately. For viewers searching for a Raspberry Pi 5 8GB review, Best Raspberry Pi 5 Kit, Raspberry Pi 5 Starter Kit, Raspberry Pi 5 8GB Kit, Raspberry Pi 5 Home Server, Raspberry Pi 5 Desktop Computer, Raspberry Pi 5 64GB Kit, Raspberry Pi 5 Dual 4K Setup, or Raspberry Pi 5 for programming, this bundle provides a particularly complete starting point. The 8GB RAM, quad-core 2.4 GHz Cortex-A76 processor, 64GB storage card, active cooler, 27W 5.1V 5A GaN power supply, dual 4K display support, case, card reader, and 2 micro-HDMI cables create a package aimed at getting you from unboxing to working project with fewer additional purchases. So, is the RasTech Raspberry Pi 5 8GB kit worth considering? If you want a compact Linux computer that can also become a development board, home server, smart home controller, media system, retro gaming machine, or electronics platform, this bundle gives you a strong foundation. The 8GB configuration provides generous memory for multitasking. Active cooling helps support sustained performance. The included power supply is designed for the Pi 5's higher power requirements, and the dual 4K display capability makes it surprisingly useful as a desktop. For beginners, students, makers, and experienced Raspberry Pi users alike, this is a convenient way to get the Raspberry Pi 5 experience with many of the essential accessories already included. Thanks for watching TechGen. If you found this review helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tech reviews, comparisons, and buying guides. See you in the next video.